these simple moves will give you a much better footwork. So you want to know what I'm talking about? Stay tuned. All right, so let's jump straight into the content. And what I'm talking about really is to practice the light touch. What do I mean by that? The light touch for me is basically, you see when you are walking, the reason why that you are able to walk for quite some time without any issue is that when you are walking, your natural way of moving is that you're not hitting the floor with your flat foot, right? You are literally going like this. So it's your heel first and then the rest of your foot. You see what I mean? And this is the light touch. Now, the thing is that this is something that you can actually use in your dance to make your move much softer, right? And just by spending time to create awareness about this and using it in a much conscious way, yeah, when you are dancing, this alone can improve your freestyle a lot. And why is it important to understand how to use the light touch? The reason why is that a lot of time when people use, they want to do footwork, for some reason they feel like they're kind of heavy when they do it, and their legs are literally stuck on the floor, and then when they are moving, you can feel that, okay, they're not very comfortable with their footwork. And one of the way that you can actually improve this is learn how to be much lighter on your feet, right? And one of the best way to do that is to practice the light touch. So everything that you are doing, you kind of see the floor as something very fragile, and you don't want to break the flow. So every touch that every step that you do are quite light, right? And that's what it is. So when it comes to the move, it's a very simple move, and I'm gonna do a demo after to show you exactly how you can use it. But we're gonna see 3 ways that you can actually use the light touch to make sure that you practice it the right way, and you can play with it, however you want, once you understand the 3 ways that you can actually practice it. Yeah, so the first one is to literally just practice the light touch and do not overcomplicate it. So think about it this way: you put the music and you start dancing almost like you're just walking, you're just playing with touching the floor with your foot, but it has to be very light. Yeah, so you can move forward, backward, on the side, but you're just playing around with this light touch, so you're not overcomplicated the process. Just focus on the light touch. The ultimate goal here is to dance practicing the light touch and trying your best to be as light as possible. Almost like every single move that you are doing will look effortless, right? So this is the first thing that you want to do. Just practice this, keep it simple, and check this out. I'm going to show you a quick example of how you can actually start practicing the light touch by keeping it really simple, and you're just playing with your footwork. All right. So once you understand how to, play with the light touch and start practicing it and kind of integrate it in your way of dancing, yeah, the next step is to start playing with the light touch but cross-legged. So instead of just going forwards or backwards or on the side, now you can start playing with this same principle, but you start doing cross-legged movement. All right, so you're just playing with this, and by doing this, it kind of upgrade your level. Okay, it kind of add a bit more challenge to the same basic move, right? It had more challenge because now you start doing cross-legged movement, yeah? And the more you practice this, the more you do it, you really realize that when you start doing cross-legged movement, it kind of puts you a little bit off balance, right? And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because when you are doing this and you start cross-legged, then you start, crossing your movement and stuff like this with your legs, then you realize that, okay, I'm going a bit off balance, but that's fine because you are getting into the process of mastering the light touch. You see what I mean? So you just play with it. You just play with it. When you feel off balance, yes, you really pay attention to how your body is reacting to this, and you keep doing this, you keep doing this. So that's the next step. Cross-legged light touch. Okay, so you can play with both. You go forward, you go backwards, and then you start cross-legging and stuff like that. And once again, I'm going to show you an example now to see how I'm playing with the same principle, but this time cross-legged. Yeah. So now that you understand how you can actually upgrade the same movement, the same basic foundation, yeah? So now here's where you can truly integrate this in your way of moving, in your dance. Even when I focus on one body part, for example, legs, yeah, I do not forget my entire body, right? So I focus on one body part. That's okay. Yeah, you can emphasize on one part, but when you are dancing, do not neglect the other part of your body, because this will help you actually enhance your movement on the body part that you are focused on. For example, if you are just working on your legs and you're like, okay, today I'm practicing my legs, so that's it, and you're focusing so much on your legs, unconsciously you are moving in a way that is not really natural, because when you are dancing naturally, you don't just move your legs, you dance, you move your entire body. And even when you emphasize on your legs, you can still utilize the other part of your body to enhance your movement with your legs. You see what I mean? So therefore, the next step to this is to try to combine the principle of light touch but this time you want to use your entire body, yeah, to make it look like you are moving naturally. So you keep your natural way of moving, but you're just, using the light touch principle to make your footwork, look better, yeah, but you are still utilizing your entire body at the same time. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you a quick demo so you can see how I do that. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the light touch, and the cross-legged technique as well, but this time I'm going to utilize my entire body to help me enrich my footwork. All right, so check this out and I'll see you after that. All right, so these are the three exercises that you can use to actually improve your footwork based on a simple practice, based on a very simple approach, yeah, the light touch, just once again, think like you are walking on a very fragile floor, so therefore you don't want to break it, yes, so therefore you have to be very careful, in your way of stepping, and by doing this very lightly, you will realize that, okay, my body can, be lighter, when I'm dancing this way, but at the same time, your footwork is much more smooth, right? So, that's the message for today, and just start practicing this, and I promise you, you're gonna see a good change in your way of doing your footwork, and you can definitely improve this. All right, so that's it for today, guys, and as usual, if you found value from this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with all the videos coming. All right, and if you'd like more training like this, simply click on the link in the description below to have more details about this, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, take care, bye bye.